Уважаемые дамы и господа, наш турнир продолжает следующий четвертьфинальный поединок. В дивизионе Russian Low-Key Supercup. И первым на татами добро пожаловать спортсмен из России. Приветствуйте, Магомед Dzharbaev!
Magomed Dzharbaev stepping on the mats. Guys, now we're talking about really strong Jiu-Jitsu guys. ACBJJ trials winner. Now just had a victory over Oliver Tarza. This guy is such a beast, guys. I'm super excited to see this guy on the mat. And yeah, I mean, his opponent is not a walk in the park. And we definitely can always expect some upsets, but Magomed Dzharbaev is for sure, in like most of people's eyes, he's the favorite of this tournament.
Yeah, and I'm not an exception, dude. I mean, I consider him one of the favorites of this bracket.
I mean, Magomed Dzharbaev, master of sports and freestyle wrestling, world champion in Europe UVV, gold medalist of ADCC European Championship, ACB world champion in Nogi, Indy, black belt, champion of Russia, ADCC, ABC, Nevada. I mean, this guy is so good. Nartay is up to a really hard night. Now, Nartay presenting the team Arda. He is fighting out from Kazakhstan, bronze medalist in Asian Games, Jiu-Jitsu Games, bronze medalist in World Championship, won ADCC Oceania, then a Kazakhstan champion in Jiu-Jitsu and grappling. So, yeah, he's got a serious opponent. Amazing foot trip. Magomed Dzharbaev says like, okay, I know this was a low kick, I'm my bad. So Magomed Dzharbaev will not rush this. He'll be very calm, taking his time, you know, not rushing anything. That's what comes with experience.
Nice.
Incredible takedown. I told you guys, he's got amazing wrestling.
Magomed Dzharbaev transformed to a very well-rounded grappler from just a freestyle wrestling. But still, freestyle wrestling is his base, and that's where he's very dangerous. Actually, he's dangerous everywhere.
Dangerous absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
So many people found out. So many people found out. Nartay is looking to attack the legs. Magomed Dzharbaev's balance is amazing. He's going to be very hard to off balance. Look at this pressure. Now stepping over those butterfly hooks, Joseph Chan style. Nartay has two hooks, sort of like a single leg axe, which doesn't allow Magomed to step over his knee and get to the mount. You see, almost recovers these butterfly hooks. Nartay remains very calm, doesn't make any mistakes right here. Beautifully done. Magomed Dzharbaev has relentless pressure, guys. Even though he's very patient, like I spoke to all of the fighters who fought him in a hotel before coming to the venue, and they told me one thing I can tell you about Magomed Dzharbaev is that he is very patient. He doesn't rush anything. He's waiting for his opportunity. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't rush the submissions. He doesn't rush the positions. He's waiting for the opening, waiting for you to make the mistake. Now, Magomed Dzharbaev was in on that arm attack, and now we see Nartay. Now we see Nartay attacking the legs. Dzharbaev does a good job escaping the knee line. You know, that comes with competing in ADCC. Again, leg attacks is not something you can surprise him with. Very aware of any leg attacks you can throw at him. I'm not surprised Nartay doesn't want to play a stand-up game with Magomed Dzharbaev anymore. Dzharbaev almost past the guard again. Nartay does a good job bringing his knees as close as possible to his chest to prevent the north-south. Is it going to be enough to stop Dzharbaev?
Crazy pressure by Dzharbaev here.
He's relentless. He never stops. It's nice that almost in every single scramble, Nartay is trying to find his way to the leg attack. Again, we see Magomed Dzharbaev with an amazing shoulder pressure, trying to pass the knee and get to a mount potential or a side control.
And that pressure, those pressure passing attempts wore his opponent out.
Yeah, there we go. Passes right to mount. Amazing job.
Nice.
Absolutely amazing. Now you can tell he is cinching his hips into Nartay. He is very heavy from the top, guys. That's what happens when you have a high-level wrestler coming into Jiu-Jitsu and then really exploring Jiu-Jitsu techniques. When these guys learn these positions and they know how to be super heavy from the top, yeah, it's a nightmare to fight them. Let's see how Nartay tries to escape the mount. It's going to be very, very hard to do against Magomed Dzharbaev. Magomed Dzharbaev is trying to dig an underhook on the right side, I think. Just like I said, he's very calm. He doesn't rush it. They're going to go back to the center. He does not rush anything. He's very calm, very measured, just slowly but surely looking for that underhook. There we go, brings his elbow a little bit up. Now, when you create this elbow separation from the body, that's when your opponent on the bottom starts getting exposed for some sort of submissions and back attacks, back takes, pardon. And you see he got a pretty nice separation of an elbow from the body. This is a bad situation for Nartay. Nartay needs to find a way, maybe just do a little hip bump and get his arm back to the body. And Magomed is slowly but surely climbing his way up to maybe had an arm, I was gonna say maybe for an arm lock attack. Now you gotta respect the fact that Magomed is looking for the sub. You know, he was in the mount, it's a minute left. He could just ride this out, but he decides to go for an arm bar, you know, for people's pleasure. And to get a sub is always great. Man, his knee slice pass is just seems almost unstoppable. That's gonna be a problem for a lot of people today. And you know,
nice, yeah, right into side control here. Knee on belly, yeah. Will he go to mount?
And he does.
Yes, and doing good job, you know, trying to take his back here. Again, S-mount position. Nartay is trying to find the leg. Nice, good dynamics.
There we go. Yeah, Nartay feels the urgency of getting the attack maybe on the legs because he knows this is obviously going to Magomed Dzharbaev. Magomed Dzharbaev does an amazing job right here.
Well, I think that judges became really strict in terms of those submission attempts because, yeah, Magomed Dzharbaev comes out evidently as the winner. But yeah, I think they consider those submission attempts dangerous, you know, much more rarely than
previously at the previous events. So, you know, like the judges team is evolving just like, you know, fighters, just like the disciplines here, like battle jiu-jitsu, you know, regular gi, no gi jiu-jitsu. You know, that's a good process how ACBJJ is developing here. Now representing truly world-class events.
He's got 2 armbar attacks, yeah? 2 armbar attacks, secured the mount a couple of times, then the side control a couple of times. Almost got the north-south, so